We're diving into a story where 7 years of pure devotion are completely wiped out in a single night. It's a betrayal that doesn't just break a man's heart, it actually kicks off the unexpected beginning of a nation. This is the story of the stolen bride. And that's the real question here, isn't it? It's all about promises made and promises absolutely shattered. It's a question Jacob is about to wake up to in a life he never, ever asked for. So, let's set the stage. Our story doesn't start in the dark with all the deception. No, it starts out in the open, with a love so powerful it made 7 years of backbreaking labor feel like just a few days.
I mean, just think about that. 7 years, tending sheep, living under that hot sun day in and day out. But for Jacob, because his eyes were on Rachel, the sources tell us it all just flew by. This was a love that literally bent time.
So, after all that time, Jacob goes to his uncle Laban. And listen to his tone here. He's not asking, he's telling him, "Give me my wife. I've done the work, I've paid the price, the deal is done." And on the surface, Laban plays his part perfectly. He throws this huge wedding feast, gathers everyone, the music is playing. I mean, it looks like the perfect end to a perfect love story. But underneath all that celebration, something else is going on. Because as soon as the sun goes down, the whole vibe of this party changes. That joy, it's now a smokescreen. The celebration is just a cover for a whole lot of secrets. The sources describe this scene of just total joyful chaos. You've got timbrels, loud music, dancing. It's a sensory overload. And it's the perfect distraction for what's about to happen. And right there, in the middle of it all, is Leah. And then, cutting through all that noise, this weird chant starts up. Hallelujah, hallelujah. The neighbors are just repeating it, over and over. It's this strange word, a piece of the puzzle that Jacob can't quite figure out. Now, Jacob hears it. Of course he does. But he probably just dismisses it, right? Oh, it's just some local tradition, some weird wedding chant. The truth is literally being shouted right in front of him, but he's so happy, so close to his goal, he doesn't see it. And this is where the plan kicks into high gear, and it is just cold. One by one, the lights go out. The whole house is plunged into total darkness. And in that darkness, Laban brings a veiled woman, Leah, to Jacob. Jacob, his heart set on Rachel, has no idea he's being handed someone else. Well, you can't hide in the dark forever. And when that first crack of dawn hits, it doesn't just bring light. It brings a truth that is absolutely horrifying.
And there it is, the moment of truth. The sun is up, light fills the room, and Jacob turns to the woman he thinks is Rachel. And it's not. It's Leah. In a single look, 7 years of love, of work, of waiting, just gone. And in that instant, it all clicks. That weird chant from the party comes rushing back into his head. Leah. The source says he realizes it out loud. They weren't just singing some random word, they were singing her name. This is Leah. The clues were right there the whole time. The shock immediately boils over into pure white-hot rage. He confronts Laban, and you can just hear the betrayal in his voice. "Didn't I serve you for Rachel? Why would you do this to me?" The question just hangs there, a raw accusation. And to really get how deep this cut goes, you have to understand the specifics here. The source material makes it clear. His love was for Rachel. Her beautiful eyes, her beautiful form. Leah, she was attractive, sure, but she wasn't the one. This wasn't just a simple mistake. This was the theft of his entire heart's desire. So Jacob is furious, and he has every right to be. But Laban is a master manipulator. He doesn't apologize. No, instead, he appeals to something way bigger. He appeals to tradition, to law. And this is his defense. It's a brilliant, if terrible, move. He basically says, hey, it's not me, it's our culture. We don't marry off the younger daughter before the older one. He wraps his lie in the sacred flag of custom, and Jacob is just stuck. But he doesn't stop there. He doubles down. According to the source from Jubilees, this wasn't just some local thing. It was seen as a heavenly decree, a rule from God himself. To break the birth order would be a wicked act. So in one move, Laban goes from being a liar to some pious defender of the faith. Jacob has no way out. So Laban lays out the new terms, the new price. Jacob can still have Rachel, the woman he actually loves, but it's going to cost him. First, he has to finish out Leah's bridal week, and then he has to work another 7 years. His sentence just got doubled. 14 years for the love of his life. And Jacob agrees. He has no choice. But this is where the story pivots. It stops being about human schemes and starts being about a divine plan. Because right in the middle of all this pain, this rivalry between two sisters, the very foundation of Israel starts getting built through the unloved wife. The Lord sees Leah's pain, and she has a son, Reuben. You can hear the hope in his name. It's her cry to the universe, her belief that maybe, just maybe, this baby will finally make her husband love her. But it doesn't work. Jacob's heart is still with Rachel. So a second son is born, Simeon, and his name is a reflection of Leah's brutal reality. She knows she's hated, she feels invisible to her husband, but she believes she is seen and heard by God. With her third son, Levi, that hope comes bubbling back up, maybe more desperately than ever. The name Levi means joined. She's thinking, 3 sons, 3. Surely now he'll be joined to me. He'll have to love me now. It's another desperate plea. And then, with the birth of her 4th son, something inside Leah finally breaks. Or maybe it's finally healed. Her focus completely shifts. It's not about her husband's love anymore. It's about something bigger. Now I will praise the Lord, she says, and she names him Judah, which means praise. In that moment of surrender, she unknowingly names the ancestor of kings. A story that started in total darkness and deception ends with a legacy of praise that will echo through all of eternity.